While I was away, Selena,
Oh, God.
I heard you say something that I took objection to. And you said that you think men suck.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually a little disappointed that none of the women decided. Like, I think, for example, I would never think to say women suck. I think that's a misogynistic, bad thing to say. Disavow it, disagree with it. Do you believe that?
That men suck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of men that suck.
But that doesn't mean all men suck.
Did I say all?
But
What-
if you're
what
saying,
did she say?
I
Men.
said
Verbatim.
men suck.
Which
Yeah.
would imply all men.
Okay, well, then I recant that. I say majority of men suck.
a majority
I
of
still
men
object.
suck.
I'm still
really.
prepared to object to even your reframing.
Okay,
Why do
well,
a majority? Why do a majority? Well, actually, before we get into that, who agrees with her? You agree?
I would say a majority.
Some of them. Some of them.
But she's saying all men or majority of men suck. Into the mic. Into the mic. Agree?
I love some of them and I don't like some of them.
Sure, there's bad men, there's good men, but when we're talking about majority, we're talking. When you say majority, what percent?
I'd say, if I'm being generous, 60 to 70%.
Well, let's not be generous. Let's be realistic from your
Okay,
perspective.
we'll say 65.
Is your like realistic estimate of the amount of men that suck?
65%.
Okay, I see.
I'd probably agree with 65%.
65% of men suck.
Yeah.
Suck.
Yeah.
What is
Like, how
suck?
about evil?
Oh, that's different than suck.
It is
Yeah.
different than suck. What about our trash? Let's do that one.
That's
What
I would
percentage-
say 65.
Still 65? What about you? Because I think suck
Well, what do you mean
and
by
trash
like
are
our
close.
trash? How would you
What-
define our trash?
Whatever your sense of your sense of what trash. I think trash is worse than suck.
Right. Okay.
So it's a bit worse of a categorization
Yeah.
than suck. Still 65?
Like our absolute trash, maybe like 50.
50. Okay.
Wow.
What do you think?
50.
50. Okay. I have do you guys think, are you against sexism?
Yeah.
Is sexism wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you against sexism?
I'm against sexism and I think it's wrong.
And is it wrong? What about you? Against sexism, is it wrong?
That's how I feel right now.
You got this. You got this.
Is sexism
We-
wrong? Yeah.
Okay. If I were to say, and I don't believe this, but how about this? If a man were to say, majority of women suck, women are trash, would you object to that categorization?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd ask him why he feels that way.
So great. But do you believe you guys are being sexist towards men?
No, because I think
How?
that sexism is based on the historic oppression of a group of people, and since men have historically not been oppressed, I don't think you can be sexist towards them.
You don't think you can be sexist towards men?
No. As a woman, no.
How do you define sexism?
Hatred towards, or just being unfair towards a gender, and they've also been historically oppressed.
Okay. So you're basically
Add that.
sexism equals prejudice plus power?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for example, let me give you a scenario. A woman murders a man who's a stranger. It's not in self-defense. And she does so because he's a man. Is that a sexist act?
I just think that's like a crazy, like, hypothetical.
Do you
Like, has that ever
do you think-
happened?
do you think men do that to women?
I don't think so. I don't
Like,
think
no,
anyone's
no,
murdering anyone
has a
because
man-
of their gender.
Has a,
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
well, I mean, some feminists would disagree, I guess, but
Point though. The Zodiac
regardless of,
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know.
well, do you think people get like assassinated for their political beliefs or like their identity.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I reframe this from to a racial lens, do you think in the history, has a white person ever killed a black person for like racially motivated reasons?
Yes.
And perhaps
Okay, yeah, there could be
the opposite
sexist
could have
motivated
occurred. Right.
reasons to kill
Yeah.
someone.
So in this hypothetical, though, and I grant that it's probably rare, where a woman murders a man because he's a man, that's her. It's not self-defense or anything like that. Just kills him.
Yeah.
She hates men, and she wanted to kill a man.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that sexism?
I would just say that's like crazy. I don't like.
Sure, it would be really crazy.
Sure. Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
sexism?
Sure. You could call it sexism.
Is it sexism?
Yeah. Maybe
Okay,
it's not like super
but I'm
black
confused.
and
But she's, I mean, under your definition of sexism, wouldn't she be precluded of having committed a sexist act?
white. It's just like not that black and white like that. I don't think.
Personally, I think being discriminatory is being discriminatory. It's, straight across the board for me. I mean, be it racism, sexism, etc. It's pretty black and white to me.
I think there's a difference between discriminating against women when they have been historically oppressed versus discriminating against a man
So
who hasn't been.
Could we
historically
argue that
oppressed.
sexism could exist without the historical context? Like it could exist. You could still discriminate somebody based on their sex without historical context. You could
but then
just
what
judge
would-
them
what would the
on their
basis of
sex.
that be
Maybe
then?
you just think that your sex is better because you're you and they're them.
Oh, I have a good question to test this. Let's see. Do you realize, would you acknowledge that a black person could hold racist sentiments towards Asian people?
Yes.
Because black people in America have not, in terms of black oppression in America, I don't think you can make the argument that like Asian people oppressed black people.
I just feel like it's just a different situation.
Well, can Asian people be racist towards black people?
Yes.
Can black people be racist towards Asian people?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, that's different though, because that's different than like men and women. It's like there's men and women, and then like men have oppressed women, and it's just a different hypothetical than like if you're talking about black and Asian people. Because it's not like there's a specific oppressor in that duo.
Right, but I guess I'm trying to see, in this instance, would you argue that both of these races have been historically oppressed?
Yes, both of them have been historically oppressed.
Okay. And so absent one of these races being the perpetrator of said historical oppression, then how would you arrive at a determination that somebody's been racist if your definition was, well, perhaps it, trying to think here. So again, just so I'm clear, your definition is in order for somebody to be racist towards somebody else, or for somebody to experience racism, they have to be part of a minority group and experience prejudice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess technically then minorities can be racist. Under this definition, minorities can be racist to other minorities because regardless of which direction the racism is going, they're both part of a, although the person doing the racism is not an oppressor, which confuses me. How do you reconcile racism being able to exist between two oppressed racial groups?
So I'm curious, with that logic of sexism, would that mean that you also don't think that you can be racist towards a white person?
Yeah, I don't think you can be racist towards a white person unless it's like, okay, there are like instances like Irish people were really affected by, like, there was a lot of hatred towards Irish people in that led to like the potato famine and everything.
Right. But if you look
that's,
at
like, a
me
white
and you
person
look like
that's been oppressed.
like another like reddish haired girl, like you wouldn't be able to really tell like which one of us is more Irish, and maybe you're just going to judge us based off the color of our skin. I still feel like that would be racist even without the historical context of slavery.
I just think it's like you could call it racism. It's just
Yeah.
super like it's super different if there's historical oppression. to
I still
one
think
group of
that
people.
I still think it's harmful discrimination at the end of the day. And then even when you're projecting this onto men, it's also creating this like weird fear around men and a prejudice. And it is, I think it's harmful to society personally.
What exactly?
The prejudice and the discrimination of men, and basically saying all men are bad because of what few men do.
I don't think all men are bad.
Well,
Well, you think 65% of men are. Wait, really
I
quick.
think most men
really
suck.
quick.